First off, you know I'm up to bat like the MLB All-Star game and all of that. Clayton Kershaw started the game at home. Rachel Robinson, 100 years off the dome. I gotta honor all the black baseball players. Don't you understand? Of course I'm a rhyme sprayer. The Cancer Leo Cusp is on the deck. The cusp of oscillation, so protect your neck. I said Wu-Tang, yes, they're for the kids. Don't you understand? I love the brothers that do biz. They need to come home so they can vote again. And we can just get them right, my friend, with a little bit of love, a little bit of energy. Don't you know how it could truly be? Venus and Cancer, bringing it home. And you're off the dome. Mercury and Leo, the flow's gotta change. Being deranged, dramatic and strange, and explosive too. Mercury and Leo is like, yo, F you. I got pride and ego B. I'm mad cocky, that's how it be. Not to eat my Mercury's and Virgos, so I just smooth it out with the flow. And that's what I say. It's time to start the show, episode 69A. And that should make you smile. Knowledge is love, and I kick it with my child. That's right, you know the truth is here. And soon in the screen, you know he will appear. On the MIC, what I do, knowledge is love, and now it's time for you. Woo! What's up, y'all? Oh! It's your boy, Eric Taylor. Tailored to Astrology. Episode 69, Knowledge is Love. I hope everybody's doing well this evening. 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 p.m. Pacific. I am here. Can't believe we're up to 69 episodes. And I've really done even more. But we're at 69. And my sidekick, The Truth, looking smooth with his hair. He's getting ready. He's got his big commercial tomorrow. This kid is doing it. He's got his lines. He's going to practice some more after the show, eat his dinner. I'm having dinner after the show. And, do me a favor, set the timer for 7 o'clock. I forgot to set it. So, you know how it is. I'm here. We're going to talk about, hey, what's going on? I see some people already in. You know.
Yeah, Hope's son, our Hope is here.
Yep, Hope's son, Miguel. What's up, Hope?
She said, hello, my friend.
Hey, lady. You're so great. I'm glad you're here. And, you know, this is interesting energy. I'm glad you're here because I want to inform you and everyone watching abroad and across Canada and Australia and India and Great Britain and Canada and everyone that watches me, wherever you watch me at, Sweden. Listen, we are starting tomorrow this year. It's from the 20th.
Gaming's here.
What up, Matt Gaming? How you doing, bro? Make sure you check your email. I'm going to be working on your stuff for you and hook you up, bro. Okay. But so what I am talking about is the Leo Cancer Cusp, which this year is from the 20th to the 24th. Some years it could be, I don't know. I don't know if it's ever the 19th to the 23rd. I think some years it might be the 21st to the 25th. But anyway, it still rocks. And, you know, the cusp of oscillation, you got like J-Lo and Selena Gomez and Ezekiel Elliott and Ben Simmons and just all these interesting people. I think Robin Williams was on this, RIP. So, and we're going to talk about the prelude. Venus and Cancer is nice. Mercury and Leo is pretty interesting too. So we're going to talk about that too because things are about to get hectic. So what's today, the 19th? I'd say we got about 10 good days. And then the Mars, Uranus, North Node conjunction at 18 degrees on August 1st, but you're going to feel it. It's a 15-year cycle, so things might not happen between the 29th and August 3rd, but you could see stuff happen, but it could permeate out, you guys. So just so you know how transits work and stuff, so certain events can happen and it could be like boom on that day, like the Neptune Jupiter conjunction in Pisces, where you had the guy on the train in New York City with the nitrogen gas and shooting, but he didn't hit anybody. But sometimes what happens is that energy, it, you know, the planets vibrate energy towards us. So like it will manifest later, not like on the actual date. Does that make sense? So you still want to see those themes and where they are in your birth chart. So you guys can tell me where your Cancer house is and your Leo house, since we're, in the Cancer sun with Venus there, Black Moon Lilith, and then now it's going to go soon to the Leo sun, right, on the 21st, and then you'll have the sun and Mercury there. So then that eventually will be opposing Saturn in Aquarius in retrograde. But that's like, later in the month, right? So, and then I think 28th or 29th, I'll talk about that next week. We have the Leo new moon. Okay. But so the cusp oscillation is a lot of fun. It's the moon and the sun. It's the mother and the father. These people are very talented, very creative, very fun. I might even get someone on the cusp oscillation to come on later this week. I've reached out to Angela Rose, who does human design. I had her on last year. She was amazing. And then now she's doing some goddess yoga stuff. So I want her to talk about that, but also want her to talk about human design and relationships. So I think that'll be fascinating. And then, so this is really a good cusp. This cusp can work well with cusp of sensitivity, Aquarius, Pisces cusp. I can see this with the Sag Capricorn cusp of prophecy. Scorpio Sag, cusp of revolution. Aries Taurus, not so much, But just, you want to think about what goes good with Cancer and what goes good with Leo. And then just regular up signs. The moon and the sun. Oof. I think you could see them be good with potentially a Sag, potentially with a Pisces, maybe a Virgo. It just depends. You'd have to look at the whole chart, but I just like to give you some insight for the generalization. And so, we got a couple of comments.
Yeah, Mad Gaming said, I just checked my email a day or two ago, and I will send you my info in a week or so, trying to find my birth certificate for my correct time of birth.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was looking at it in terms of what you had already shared with me. But yeah, if you can get the exact, that would be good. But, thank you guys for coming on the other night. That live was powerful with Laura. And I think it was really heavy. And, Matt Gaming, I don't know if you had dropped off or not, when, Laura and everybody, we were praying for you. We prayed for Danny and Hope and Irene Mack and, and Jacqueline was doing her thing. But, you guys share your Cancer Leos. I think, Hope, is that your first and second house or second and third? I know Matt Gaming, that's your 9th and 10th, but it's a very interesting cusp. Cancer season's been great. Oh, for any Cancer sun signs that are listening, my sale ends the 21st, Thursday night at midnight. Only $135 for a solar return chart or for a natal birth chart. That's a full 12-house written report with some videos. It's really cool. It's a good price. So it's a lot of work, but I'm here for you. And also take advantage to August 14th. I have my solar return birth chart sale. That's only $125. So, if you order that, even if you're a Cancer, it trumps the $135. I just decided to do that because, I know sometimes people want to know what this year of life is going to play out. It tells you the theme of every aspect and all the events that can play out in your life, the energy. So solar return is really important. Okay. So Venus in Cancer. I hope this is, good for you guys. Maybe this might inspire someone to, purchase a home. Maybe you're moving. Maybe it's, doing something nice for mom. Venus in Cancer is a very nurturing, loving energy, and it's about safety and security. Maybe you get a new alarm system in your crib. But, it's, I forgot, Lauryn Hill has this, a couple other people. I think one of the Kardashian girls, I can't remember all this stuff. And then Mercury and Leo, I know it's like Michael Jackson and Tom Brady and Kobe Bryant and J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, a lot of people got this. She just got married to Ben, which, that should have happened years ago. But Ben, wanted to please his parents and married, the white girl, Jennifer Garner. Well, he really wanted to marry J-Lo, but it was all the pressure from the media and the parents and this and that. That's why him and Jennifer Garner didn't work. And that's why he started drinking and whatever, and not even being a good husband and family man to her, because he really loved J-Lo. I knew they would always get back together. Knew it. Even Diddy knew it after 3 songs for J-Lo.
Hush and Danny are here.
What's up, Hush and Danny? Hush, we missed you the other night. Did you watch that live? I even requested you. I said, where's Shy and Hush? Because Hush, I want you to go back and watch it. It was powerful. Danny and Hope and Matt Gaming will tell you. Our last live, we had an intuitive healer and psychic, Laura Cool, and she was amazing. And God really speaks directly through her. And it was powerful. And it was just powerful for everybody involved. Hope you're doing well, Danny. I'm glad you're here. So Leo Mercury, you guys, in terms of our communications for the next month or so, I didn't check the dates, but it's going to be, it's going to be kind of not emotional. It's a fixed fire sign, but it's dynamic and expressive and creative. And so when you don't have this in your natal birth chart, displacement, what happens is that Mercury is transiting in Leo in your house. So like in Mad Gaming and Danny and myself, it's in our 10th house. So that means out in public. We might be a little bit more like, flashy with our words. We might be a little bit more dynamic. We might be a little bit more, boasting or prideful. We might be a little more verbally generous, or really creative with our words and our hands. So that's how you guys look at the transits in terms of what house it's hitting and how it can play out in your life, especially because it's not just like 1 or 2 days, like 2 or 3 days, like the moon, right? The moon is just, constantly moving. That's why it finds its joy in the 3rd house, because the 3rd house is about what? Movement. That Gemini Mercury energy is local community, cars, buses, trains, scooters, Uber, all that stuff, right? Siblings, social media, friends, adult relationship with their mom, skills, self-efforts. That's the 3rd house. So when Leo's in Mercury, did Hope say when her, you got a lot to read. Did Hope say where her Leo and Cancer's at? Was that right, Hope? Your 2nd and 3rd house? So for even Danny and Matt Gaming and myself, the Cancer with the Sun and now Venus being there, this might be even a time to think about doing some writing and publishing, right? So I'm working on 2 books, one through my relationship coaching, and then another one, an astrology book. I want to, get published, to even, get more street cred, but just more. But it's not even just that. It's like I want to present my angle on astrology, because my angle of astrology comes from, the hip hop point of view. I am 51, so I'm the younger brother of the hip hop, people who were starting it from Bambaataa and Zulu Nation. And I was down with Zulu in junior high school with my boy, Smokey Fontaine, and, and everybody. And his father helped bring hip hop, to Europe and London, And so growing up in New York City, like KRS-One went to school with my stepbrother, and I met KRS-One down at University of Maryland, and then we both recorded in the same studio. I haven't seen him in years, but I met Just Ice, and he heard one of my songs and he liked it. So that meant a lot to a brother. Going way, way back, Just Ice is a real old school MC, So to get that stamp of approval, I meant a lot for a real hip hop cat, and I love hip hop. I am hip hop, like KRS-One said. And just so you guys know, hip hop, there's no dash in between it. So when you see that, that's wrong. Even when you speak it into social media on your talking text, it puts the dash to separate hip hop. And like KRS-One said years ago, hip hop's not separated. It's one word and it's capitalized. But that's, that's a whole nother story. My first album is Hip Hop Forever. Okay. And MC is not MC, it's EMCEE. Okay. So, that Leo and Mercury is very much like, yo, I'm going to be in public. My public image is going to be spitting the raw, dynamic and dramatic, straight from the door down to the floor. Honey wanted more. Yeah. I got to tell you, back in the days, I'm okay. I'm okay now. But when I was younger and I was, like literally a battle rapper and battle MC, from late high school days to early college and early 20s and stuff in New York, your boy was a problem. Got to go hear that first album, Hip Hop Forever, is a classic. I think it did like 19 joints, just like maybe one interlude. But I got to play that interlude for you guys on here one time. It's really funny. Peanut Butter Jones. But, when you think about these energies, you guys, I want you to have fun, right? Venus in Cancer is nurturing and caring, but it's even sometimes, I think, buying jewelry or collecting some jewelry pieces or gems or crystals for your energy to enhance the home, to block the EMF and the technology. Cancer's on the rise from the whole jab, and then also from the 5G and all the cell phone power. You can go through your iPhone and they tell you in the thing in settings, about the radiation and how powerful it is. You got to put that sucker on airplane mode or turn it off at night, or something, because it's not good to have by your brain, and don't keep it in your pocket. I used to always keep it in the left hip, but I'm trying to I only talk on speakerphone, and I try not to keep it on my body anymore. It's no bueno. Okay. All right. Let's catch us up. We got a lot of comments. And share your Venus Cancer placements. Hush, I don't know where your Leo and Cancer placements. What houses are they in? And anybody new, you could share. So then we could talk about it a little. This energy. Go ahead.
Okay. So Hush said, "Peace, fam." Then Danny said, "What's up, everybody?" And then Hush said, "Cancer house in the 10th house. Cancer house is the 10th house, and Leo is the 11th house."
Okay.
And then Matt Gaming said, "Also, I did rewatch the last stream you did. Almost cried, but thanks for giving me hope and praying for me."
Yeah, Matt Gaming.
Matt Gaming said, "Laura has a deep gift. She was spot on about my life."
Really? Wow.
And then Irene Mack said, "Hey, y'all."
What's up, Irene? I know Matt Gaming. That was really powerful. Now, listen, Irene, I got an email from Danny. All I'm going to say in the start of this episode, Irene, you need to email me. I don't have your email. You need to email me so I can connect you and Danny. It might just be an interesting conversation or a friendship. But come on, let's make this happen. It's on my watch. It's on the Knowledge is Love show. I'm all about the love. Been married 14 years. I'm all about the love. So that's all I'll say. But yes, it was a powerful episode. And God was so present, Matt Gaming. Like, I don't know. I got to tell you guys, like, Laura said it, but like, she was fighting for me in the spiritual realm while I was in a coma. And that means a lot to her. I mean, I feel, nothing but love for her for life, because, and then she helped my wife be strong, because my wife was giving those nurses and doctors hell. I'm just going to say this quick story, and then I'm going to get back to you guys and just the show. But they had put me on a feeding tube, and the feeding tube was like A+ or something. It was crap. And so it made my blood sugar raise so high, my blood pressure. This stuff can happen when you're in a coma. But it got so bad they had to give me insulin shots. Now, I've never, even my sickest, when I got like overweight for the first time ever in my life, because I was always athletic and slender. And the valley fever, I got really sick. So I gained a lot of weight. Right. And, but I lost most of it back or whatever. I mean, I'm not at my weight that I got married, and right now I could lose 10 pounds or whatever. But the point is, I've never had any issues with blood pressure or blood sugar. While I was in a coma, they would give me this crappy food. It made my blood sugar rise so high, they had to give me insulin shots, right? And then my wife, she realized, well, we had the food, Kate Farms at home that we were giving my mom because she was on a tube feed for a while. And so that we got the best stuff for her. And my wife had to fight with the nurses and doctors, and then like they didn't even want to do it, but she was providing it. She wasn't asking them. She brought the food in. So then they changed me. And do you know, within a day and a half, my blood sugar dropped like 30 points and everything was fine. No more needles, no more pricking my fingers while I was in a coma and shots. My wife was irritated because they were pricking my fingers. So I'm just saying this to let you guys know, you gotta be, you gotta have someone to advocate for you if you're ever in that situation. And, hey, most people never get into a coma in their lives. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. God knows I never thought I would go through anything like that. And I know with the Scorpio rising, I've been through a lot in my life. I mean, me, Danny, Matt Gaiman, we can tell you Scorpio risings, it's not a game. Because, and that's something that I might teach in Astrological Coffee Talk next month, August 21st. You guys should definitely make sure you come. Only $15, 90 minutes over Zoom, right? But it's 1 p.m. Eastern. But because for the Scorpio rising, the chart ruler is Mars and Pluto. Those are both very malefic planets. So what happens is, when planets go in transit and hit wherever your Mars and Pluto's at, it's going to have a stronger effect on you. Just like if you guys, let's say if you're the Libra rising, but let's say you have Libra and Mercury or just whatever, but the fact is you're Libra rising. So wherever your Venus is at in your chart, it's going to, it's your chart ruler, planetary chart ruler. So it's going to have a bigger effect on your life. And then when planets hit it in transit, right? And you can tell me where your Venus is if you want, but it's going to be, there'll be more of an effect. So, it's interesting. But for you, 10th and 11th house, Hush, that's with the Cancer and the Leo. So, maybe it's time to build with your friends from work or your, social network or your older siblings. Maybe somebody, might be, getting more political or doing some nonprofit stuff, or you might have some friends, or you might join in some sort of creative venture, or be more creative over the internet, or bring creativity or be very creative learning about astrology and aliens. Oh my God. I think we kind of saw some spaceship or something. I'm telling you, we was up in the mountains in Arizona. It was crazy. The sky, it did something to my phone. I don't know. I might need to put the pictures up on my YouTube page and community because it wasn't normal.
We already told them it was the craziest thing ever.
No, we told you guys, but it wasn't like, I got to show you the pictures because I took 3 pictures and it like totally, it snowed out my camera as if like it was like snowing outside. And this was June 24th. I had just gotten off doing a live. You guys can watch the live. We were on vacation. And it was just like, it was supposed to be some planetary alignment in the sky so we could see Venus. But then there was other stuff going on in the sky. And it was like, it was.
Well, no, what originally happened is that, my little brother Jackson, he came out running outside. He's like, oh, you guys see that? Right? And we're like, no, take a picture, right? And he looks up. He goes to take a picture, and the phone's all like pixelated and snowy, like he said. But I see more pixels, and it was like red. And in one picture, it was like more red and blue pixels. And the next picture was like white and another color. And then it was just like crazy.
But that thing that was red and blue, I think it was moving, right?
No.
Or something moved.
No. I didn't really see what Jackson saw. But the whole phone just had a bunch of red and blue pixels all over it.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it was. I don't even know what it was. Why don't you read some comments though?
Okay. Let me see. Oh yeah, okay. So Hope said it was amazing, talking about the live.
Yeah.
And Hush said, I sure did watch that, loved it.
Loved it.
She said.
Yeah. I think Hush is a guy, no?
Is Hush a guy?
I think so.
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Hush, you a male or female? And I don't know your
It
son. I know you're Libra rising. I don't know your sun sign, Hush.
It was sure powerful.
Yeah, no, it was.
And then Danny say hi, hey Irene, hope all is well with you.
Oh, see.
And then
Danny's
Irene
so
Max
nice.
said, hey Danny, I know you have missed me.
Irene, I can't believe what Laura said about the bunny, and then you actually picked up and brought a bunny in your house. I don't know if you saw that. Did you watch that? You didn't watch the episode, did you? Oh my God, that was so crazy. Like, yeah, that was just God. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's the type of stuff, Laura. I can't even tell you what she told me in my reading when she was breaking down stuff with my father and his murder. My head was blown, just like the energy July 29th to August 3rd, you guys. So I want you guys to enjoy the next 10 days because, and you know me, I keep it real. I'm not trying to scare you. I just want to prepare you. And I think that's the advantage when you master and know your chart, right? And you know the map of your life. And that's the gift of these planets and astrology. And that's why I think, you know, it's all connected back to God, right? I don't think astrology is bigger than God. God controls every planet. Do you understand? So the creator created, you know, Mars and Jupiter and Moon and Saturn and all that. So that's how I view it. You know, I'm more spiritual with my astrology. But I will say this is that when you know these transits are coming, then you can work with the energy. Doesn't mean that it's not going to still flip your butt upside down. Because you can't control like Mars. Think about Mars, Uranus, and the North Node. So it's like this karmic, explosive sudden event that could happen for the collective and for the individuals wherever Taurus is in your house. So for my wife, it's the ascendant. For me, it's the 7th house, and Danny and Matt Gaming, right? For the Hush, Libra rising, you know, you're talking about your 8th house, sudden events, in the house of sudden events and occult knowledge and stuff like that. And it doesn't always have to be negative, but you know, it could affect things with the stock market, the meat supply, like all types of stuff. So I just want to like focus on the positive. Venus Cancer, so nice and loving and nurturing, nostalgic, going through old photos, maybe cataloging old photos, getting stuff out of your phone and putting pictures up on your wall. Great parties, weekends, family. But it's also a good time.
Yeah, Hush is a female.
Female, okay. I like that, Hush, because you came at me like a dude. Like, what's up, fam? Like, I like that. You got me confused for a second, Hush. Okay. Hush. What's your sun sign and your moon? I know you're Libra rising, Hush, but let me know your sun and moon. And I know you told me 2 episodes ago, but you know, once I know it and remember, I won't forget. Now, Hope, I know your chart, but I think you're the Gemini rising or the Cancer rising. That's what I get confused sometimes or whatever. But, you know, for the most part, I try to Danny and Matt Gaming are easy because they're like me. You know what I mean? With the Scorpio rising, you know. And, but I just want you guys to really try to enjoy this time, you know. And I was about to get emotional, but, you know, I'm trying not to. But maybe it's just time to be introspective and write a letter to your mother, whether the relationship is good, bad, or indifferent. Just let her know you love her, you forgive her. Thank you for giving me life and birth. Venus and Cancer right there. I'll tell you, you don't want to hold on to anything. Okay? I miss my mother every single day. Every day. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, read some.
So, let's see. Hope said, Leo's a fun energy.
It is.
And then Danny said, I do, LOL.
He does what?
Mrs. Irene.
Oh, yeah.
Hope said yes, 2nd and 3rd. And then Danny said
Okay.
Leo and 10th house with Venus. And then
you're Leo Venus. Wow.
And then Irene Mack said Venus on my ascendant on Cancer. And then Hope said, I have the Venus Leo that makes everyone say, oh boy. LOL. And then Irene Mack said, LOL. Okay.
Well, Hope and Danny share Venus and Leo. And Venus and Leo, I already know about Hope and Danny. Lord have mercy. So Venus and Leo is very passionate, can be very generous. But it's dynamic, you guys. It's expressive and creative, And I forgot. So this is your Venus and Cancer return. And remember, Venus has an 8-year cycle. So this is your, so you might catalog things, Irene. Remember what was going on in your life 8 years ago. And that same theme can play out in a similar way this time around. You have to learn the synodic cycles of the planets, their returns. Jupiter's every year, Venus every 8, Mars, it's a little bit longer. But, it's just interesting. You never get tired of astrology because the transits, yes, they repeat, but they're never aligned the exact same way. Just because, let's say, Jupiter and Venus might be together in one sign, but that could have happened 10 years ago, but then a year from now, it happens again, or 2 years from now, because it's a 12-year cycle for Jupiter, but it might not happen in the same sun sign, the same time of the moon or Mercury, understand? So that's what astrology is always telling a new story. And it's the evolution of our souls and progressing us. And that's why after that great conjunction in Capricorn, we're spiritually ascending. All that stuff. And then the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, it's setting up air sign conjunctions for 200 years. And that energy of Saturn-Jupiter, December 21st, 2020, you'll feel that for the next 20 years of your life, but it's going to set up for generations in your family. And those same conjunctions again in air signs. And that was really bringing us at the doorstep, the precipice of the age of Aquarius. Saturn in Aquarius, I think, is getting us ready for Pluto to go into Aquarius. But understand, Uranus and Gemini, like I was saying last time, that's when we had American Revolution, Civil War, World War II. Neptune and Aries. That's going to be, so 2024, 2025, 2026 is deep, deep, deep undercover. But there's nothing to fear, right? I always tell you guys about that human design prophecy going from the solar plexus to us vibrating from our hearts in 2027. And so back to Venus and Cancer, Mercury and Leo. And so think about the Mercury and Leo. So maybe it's time for us all to do some creative writing and creative speaking. And then you look at the theme of your house. So whether it's me, Danny and Matt Gaming in the 10th house, Hush in the 11th, Hope in the 3rd. So Hope, maybe a little creativity on social media. Maybe it's going on a short trip, a little weekend vacation, you and Isaac. Somewhere in Ohio, maybe leaving Ohio, going to Jersey, going to Pennsylvania, going to New York, going to the beach, so just really, and then Irene with you, maybe it's, being creative with your cooking and your investing. Maybe because crypto crashed so low, maybe it's time to buy some, right? Because you always see so many people run away from the stock market or crypto when it's falling, but that's the time to jump in and buy. That's what the billionaires do. And then the real wealth is in real estate and then, switching things and being an entrepreneur, starting your business. Having a job is just over broke. Being a worker, you're really still a slave. And I'm not knocking anybody with jobs or whatever, right? I had my regular job for years. Taught for 13 years and then acting or whatever. But I've always kind of really worked for myself. Being an actor, I tell people, when you're an actor, you're your own pimp and your own hoe. I had to market Eric Taylor. I had to get the jobs and get my first movie and get this and get my SAG card. Nobody was really doing it for me. And then when I got managers and agents, they would help me. But it was still, the work was, everything was on me. Sorry, I got a little dandruff and stuff. But the work was on me. I had to do it. He had to memorize his script, all these pages, and get the dialogue down. So he's ready to be a professional and shoot tomorrow. Green screen and doing all this and that or whatever. He's doing a commercial, a medical commercial for sickle cell. Part two, a second one. He bodied the first one so good, they wrote a whole second one, new version that might even lead to a third for him. He didn't even have to audition for this. So he gets it from his father, but he's still got to do the work. I can't memorize the script for him and deliver the lines. He's got to put it in with his Mercury and Taurus and his Sun and Moon and Gemini. So just take advantage of these transits. And Irene, especially with it being on your ascendant, it's time to nurture Irene, maybe to reach out to Danny, maybe to make sure, after a hard day's work and just whatever you're doing, give yourself, the reflexology, the pedicure, the bubble bath. We have to love ourselves. I mean, I was just talking about it with my son a couple of minutes before the show, and I was in such pain today in my back and sitting in the chair working and stuff. I've got to remember to set my timer to take breaks every 15, 20 minutes and walk around, right? Go exercise, go for a little jog or something. I can barely jog right now, but you know what I mean? And so we were talking about getting a floating desk so I can work and stand and work. And, because when you spend hours in a chair, even though I got a really fancy, nice, comfortable chair, it's you still hurting your body. You understand? You know want to do that. You're hurting. For certain. So, anybody new on? Or Jennifer
Simon,
or Jacqueline?
right?
Hey, Simon. See, I had a feeling somebody knew.
Enchanting 133.
What's up, Enchanting 133 and Simon Wright? Welcome. I'm Eric Taylor. It's my son, The Truth, on the side. And we're talking about the cusp. Well, I already talked about the Cancer Leo Cusp from the 20th to the 24th this year. And talked about Ben Simmons, Ezekiel Elliott, J-Lo, all them people on there, Selena Gomez. We've been talking about Venus in Cancer and Mercury in Leo. And, some nice energy. We got like 10 days before we get like maybe a sugar honey iced tea show. So just get prepared for that. So you new people, Simon and what is it, Enchanted?
Yeah, Enchanting 1.
Enchanted 1. You guys can tell me if you want your big three, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but you can share what houses are your Cancer and your Leo. And then I can share with you some insights of things you can be expecting and stuff like that. And I like when you guys share or even talk about some of the energies, even with this Pluto and Capricorn, how it's affecting you. You know what I mean? It's heavy. It's in retrograde. Remember, I told you it's not going to go back to the exact minute, but it's at 27 degrees of America's return. And so it's going to continue to retrograde for a little bit. I think later this month, it might start to station direct, but you're going to see a lot more explosive stuff with structures in America changing, being broken, being destroyed, being reimagined, which is what we need. Everything's, been a lie and a myth, and now it's time to stop the Neptune veil. We're not children anymore. The government doesn't need to treat its American citizens like they're naive little bunny rabbits that don't know nothing, can't handle anything, which is why during the pandemic, America and Great Britain admitted to UFOs and stuff. But they think if they told you the real truth, that it would shake you up so much that you couldn't function and still be a slave in their system to go to work, to buy their junk, to buy their poison, their sugars, their sweets, their, all that glucose, all their fake foods, everything in boxes and cans. So now that we're all spiritually ascending, and Americans especially, but around the world, the collective is awakening. People are starting to change everything. Do you know when the economy was at its high in Trump, we had 7 million jobs still available? Right now, we have 11 million jobs. My friend's an ER doctor. He told me they have no nurses. They have no nurses in the hospital. They can't even help with people with this new strain of COVID come in. It's not, it's more contagious, I think, than Omicron, but it's not that powerful. So it's like a step up for Omicron. It's not like Delta, which, bodied me along with Valley Fever, but Delta was no joke. Delta was the strongest form because I got COVID twice. We got it when it was first coming here, like in January of 2020, when they said it wasn't here yet. And I was bodied for 23 days, but like it wasn't, you might even go back and see some of my old videos in January. I think it was Pisces Rising video or something. You can hear like I'm like kind of coughing, and that's when I had COVID. I was crazy sick. And my mom, she got put on the ventilator for 2 days, and then everything was fine. And they were like, is something up with her heart? And I was like, she never had any heart problems. She was the healthiest, 80-year-old with dementia in a wheelchair that you could ever see. And, no high blood pressure, no blood sugar, none of that. But at the time, the hospitals hadn't really seen COVID patients yet. So they didn't know. And my wife and I figured it out like months later when things started happening, like March, April, May, and all the symptoms were coming out. We were like, that's what we had. That's what my mom had. So I got COVID twice. That first time was the regular. That new version, that Delta, I hope that never comes back. That was, 40 days in a coma. That was a problem. Oh, but I don't think I would have fell into a coma if they didn't give me the steroids. They're protocols because you can't give steroids to someone that has valley fever. Make sure go close that door all the way. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I'm sorry. Enough about me. It's but I just want you guys to enjoy these 10 days. Venus and Cancer, nostalgia, mom, nurturing yourself. Maybe you paint something in your apartment or your room. Maybe you create something, Mercury, Leo, to put up on your own walls. Maybe you start writing a book. Maybe you start your YouTube channel. Irene, Hope, if you got gifts and skills, I know, you're doing the Reiki, and both of you guys are spiritual powerhouses. I want Irene and Hope to start your own YouTube channel so I can have you on as a guest and interview you and help you build up your channel, because that's who I am and what I would do. Because I know I haven't seen your chart yet, Irene. I'm still waiting for you to order a chart with me, but I've done Hope's chart, and I know both of you, though. I know you have a lot of spiritual powers, but you got to claim it. You got to walk into it. You got to smell it and believe it on yourself, But I can tell you, from what I went through almost dying, my spiritual gifts have been heightened. And so now when I do charts, it's like, oh man, like I'm seeing stuff in a whole, I saw stuff before because I do remember I have Uranus and Libra in the 12th house. So I would see stuff, but like, okay. So anyway, did Simon and Enchanted share their placements?
Enchanting has, Enchanting said Virgo Sun in the 1st, Gemini Moon in the 10th house, and Virgo Rising.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I'm a Virgo. He's a Virgo rising. So you with family. You found your channel, Enchanting, and I hope you always come back. Check out my playlist. I got you. One thing you can't say about me, and I'm not, I'm not in competition with anybody but myself. All right. But you look at other astrologers in their channel, your boy's been putting in work. I put in work. And I don't give you BS videos. I give you the juice, the reality of everything, whether it's Venus or Jupiter or Mercury through the signs. And then my house series I'm going through, and I've done Pluto and Saturn, the sun, the moon. I haven't done Mercury yet. Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. Now Black Moon Lilith. Did you guys watch that yet? I put that up today. Started Black Moon Lilith. You voted, right? I listen to my community. But I got to admit, you guys are voting right now. If you go to community, everybody's been voting for the part of fortune. And I'm surprised that people don't really want to see the Mercury series. And I guess because a bunch of other astrologers have done it. But, I'm going to throw my 2 cents in. The way I see Mercury, the message. And remember this, because we're talking about Mercury and Leo. Mercury is not feminine or masculine, and it absorbs the energy. So in Leo, it's more masculine. In Cancer, it's more feminine. Mercury is the messenger, right? So the moon's in a joy in the 3rd house. Mercury, I believe, is in a joy in the 1st house. So it makes you very mercurial, which enchanted you are with, just being a Virgo sun and Virgo rising. And God bless you, because I know you are very picky and critical and detailed. And I don't want you, enchanted, to stay with that whole, and maybe you've grown out of it. I don't know. But you could be a bit of a perfectionist. And I want you, enchanted, to, like I tell everybody, but you're new. And Simon, listen up. And hopefully, Simon, you're sharing your big 3. But I want you, especially with Mercury in the 12th house now, this is a great time to be introspective. Start a dream book, write letters to your younger self to heal your inner child, but stop being critical. Virgo suns and Virgo risings are very self-critical. We verbally destroy ourselves 1,000 times, even before we criticize others. And so I want you to promise that you're going to retire from negative self-talk. It's no longer your job. Your job is to big up Enchanted, because Enchanted, you're dope. I don't know if you're a female, is it a female or a male? But Enchanted, you're dope. Okay? And you got to claim that, walk in that, believe that, be hokey and intentional about it. Speak in the mirror and say, "What's up, Enchanted? Good morning. You're handsome or beautiful today." I'm assuming if it's Enchanted, maybe it's a woman. I don't know. Do you see? If it's a lady? What did she say? But we got a bunch of new comments, so you can catch up anyway. But you know what I mean?
I believe it's a lady, because, she's using a lot of emojis. And one thing about, I feel like women use more emojis.
Yeah. I don't think the fellas are so into the emojis. You ladies, you love emojis. Because you're so amazing. Women are, I tell you, I love my 4 boys, but I look forward to having a granddaughter. No rush, because they're all too young. Even my 22-year-old, he's not ready. But my first granddaughter, I'm going to support, because, and Venus in Cancer is Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is my favorite MC, female MC, and the best female MC, better than Latifah and Cardi and Nicki and any of the, Nicki was dope for a minute, but she kind of dropped off. But Lauryn Hill, lyrically, she's better than MC Light and Latifah. And those are the 2, best. Yo-Yo was dope. Lady of Rage was dope. But anyway, so I always envisioned having a daughter, and she's going to be a tomboy, half Beyonce, half Lauryn Hill, giving boys and men hell. And so my granddaughter, you better watch out. I'm gonna tell my future daughter-in-law, just bring her here to grandpa. And I'm just gonna teach her how to rhyme. She's gonna learn about sports. She's gonna be a Yankees, Knicks, and Steeler fan like her grandpa.
Dad, you have so many plans. We're not even there yet.
Oh God! Listen, but that's the thing. I'm a man with a plan. You ladies know you don't ever want a man that ain't got no plan. I'm a man with multiple plans, and that's just one of them. But I've been like that my whole life. I made sure that, but when I got married, that I had dough, that my wife could stay at home and nurture and raise my son. She didn't have to work. Okay? That's a man with a plan. And that's exactly what happened. I'm very intentional with my life. There are no accidents and mistakes. I make it happen. You got to make it happen when you're born in Manhattan, Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. You know what I'm saying? Upper West Side, Washington Heights, yo.
Yo, bro. Okay. Let's see.
My mother's from Harlem. My father worked in Harlem.
Irene Max said a domestic bunny hopped up in my yard from somewhere. Took it in.
I know, that was so great.
And then
did Simon say his big 3?
Simon.
So Enchanted, are you a little rough on yourself? You got to give yourself a break, right?
Oh yeah, Simon said Sun in Cancer, Moon in Virgo, Mercury in Cancer.
Ooh, Sun and Cancer. What's your rising sign now? Sun in Cancer, Moon in Virgo. Simon, what do you do for work, man? You could be it might be crazy. You have some crazy healing energy. You could probably be a very good accountant, financial analyst, a doctor, a nurse, a banker, good school teacher, a great writer. Cancers, you guys are good writers. Virgo moon is about healing and health. Simon, you could be a good health coach too, but you got to tell me your rising sign so then I know.
Virgo.
Virgo rising?
Mm-hmm.
Simon?
You said Virgo.
Wow. So you have the moon on the ascendant. So everybody likes to come to Simon and tell him all their problems and issues. Oh my gosh, Simon, that's cool, man. Nice to meet you. So right now you got the Leo and Mercury in your 12th house. So it's time for you to do some healing work and keep the dream book and deal with the subconscious mind, where we store all of our traumas from childhood. Right? When children don't understand and can't comprehend what's happening around them, it's too hard. And then it goes to the subconscious mind. Just like when we eat foods that are made up and not real, it goes into the gut and turns to fat because the body doesn't know what to do with it. It can't process it properly. It's foreign. So anything we eat in a box and all this processed crap, the body's like, what the hell is this? Oh, send it to the fat line. So we got to eat living foods with energy. The vibrations. You understand? I know you Virgo, right? Two of you coming on new Virgo risings like the truth. And I'm a Virgo sun. I love y'all. Oh my God. Simon and Enchanted. I hope you guys
he said
regulars.
I like tarot and writing poems.
Tarot?
Tarot. Sorry.
Oh, you like tarot? Now that's interesting. See, I'm going to tell you guys, I don't know anything about tarot. And, I like to bring guests on the show. And I'm going to try to get maybe someone who does tarot professionally on here. I just don't. I know a friend of a friend, but I don't know anybody personally. But I would love to get somebody on here to share with the audience. It's not something that I think I will ever get into. And I don't dislike it or hate it. I don't judge it. I just try to keep an open mind. But it's just not, how would you say it? It's just not my bag, baby. It's not my bag, baby. Oh my God, Mike Myers, legend. I think he's a Virgo. He's dope. As Virgos, man, I need to do, you know what I need to do? You guys put a fire emoji or a thumbs up if you want to see a new series. I have some videos that are really popular and I'm at the top of the charts if you look for astrologers. Like if you look at my Cusp series, I'm like 1 or 2 for like all the Cusp videos, right? And I did 2 of each version because the second one was more updated, better camera, all that stuff. But like nobody sees my sun sign videos. So if you guys go through my playlist, you can see my sun sign videos. I did them so long ago, whatever. I don't know if I didn't put them up right or who knows, right? I was new. But if you guys want to see, because I could do a whole new sun sign series breaking down the secrets of each, like the secrets of Virgo, the secrets of Leo. Because Virgos.
Oh, Jessica's here.
What's up, Jessica? How you doing, girl? Virgos are all the mutable signs have at least 2 personalities. Gemini, the twins. Women, there's 4 women. Men, at least 2. Virgo, there's 2 to 3. Sag, they're half animal, half human. There's 2. And then the Pisces, the 2 fish, go in different directions. Definitely, there's the physical realm and spiritual realm version. My wife's a Pisces. I live with it. I know. I could write a book. So just let me know if any of you guys would be interested in watching that series, The Secrets of the Sun Signs, right? So like the secrets of Virgo, the secrets of Aries, because I definitely, would break it down in a really entertaining, fun way. Anybody put a thumbs up or a fire emoji? Would you guys be interested in that? Just let me know real quick. Yes or no, please. What they put up? Anybody put up anything?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, put up something. Let your boy know. I mean, and if you wouldn't, it's okay. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm a grown adult.
Oh wait, I can put it. So I can put the poll.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
put the poll. Yeah, but they could just put a fire emoji or a thumbs up or something.
Well, I mean, still, it's just. Yeah.
But would you like to see
So
Secrets of the Sun Sign series? Yes or no? So, see, he's a good assistant. You got to train your children. See, I want all of my boys to know astrology, numerology, human design. And this is stuff you guys should be teaching your children. Now, he listens, but he doesn't really know it yet. But once he starts to learn his own chart really deep and know it, like I was talking to his brother about it the other day, explaining to him, he knows he's got the Scorpio moon, he's a Leo sun, but trying to explain, because it's a gift. If I knew this at 18 or at 14 or at 20.
well, Hope and Enchanting said put fire emojis.
Okay.
Enchanting said very interested.
Okay.
Danny
okay.
said yeah.
Okay.
But still, we have a poll up too.
All right.
So,
well, thank you guys.
Everybody said
But
yes.
because I want, I want to do stuff that you guys want to see. I want it to be interactive in that sense. And, but I also, that's why my podcast is Knowledge is Love, because I want you guys to always be in the know. And Danny, there's a lot of secrets of us Virgos. Woo! I could tell some stuff. I'm a good boy now, you guys. And I've always been a gentleman. But me used to be a bad boy. Mr. Naughty, understand? When I was an actor in New York, on New York Undercover and Third Watch and Law and Order and Oz and Sopranos, and my locks were down to my belly button, and I was like slender and muscular, and I was doing print modeling. Yeah, your boy was dangerous. Scorpio rising, Cat Moon, Virgo Sun, Venus and Scorpio. You already know. Me and my boy were sitting at Starbucks, and the girl came by banging on the window. I love your locks. He got jealous, my homie. I was like, don't hate, player. Don't hate. And I did, you ever see the movie Bamboozled with Spike Lee? So I was the stand-in double for Savion Glover. The tap dance kid, the one who had a show, I forgot the name of the show, dancing. People used to mistake me for him all the time, and I'd be hanging out in the village. Oh, we saw your show, Savion. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm like, no, I'm not Savion. But I hung out with him. He was mad cool. Good dude. Me, him, Tommy Davidson hung out. Now, I know Marlon and Sean Wayans. I went to high school with Sean Wayans, humanities. Damon Wayans was not nice on that set. And Jada Pinkett Smith, not nice at all. Michael Rappaport, New York City kid, mad cool. Tommy Davidson was mad cool. Who came by the set? Kid from Kid and Play. Oh, no, not Kid. Kid's the light skin. When the brown skin one, Play came by and was hanging out. And that was just mad fun. But Tommy Davidson, me, Michael Rappaport, Savion Glover, we're all hanging out, chilling. We had a good time. I got so many Hollywood stories of people that I met and hung out with, and TV shows and movies that I did. Did you guys ever see House of Buggin' with John Leguizamo? I used to work on that a lot. I had John cracking up because I've never done stand-up, but I do comedy characters. So I almost made it on A Living Color. And, I worked on Saturday Night Live a couple of times, stuff like that. But, I did a sketch comedy show, and we tried to get picked up, but it didn't work out. It was called Video Bandits. It was on New Jersey cable and stuff. So your boy, I was a good working actor, never famous, but I've always been famous since I was a child anyway. So, But what we're trying to do here is get the Knowledge is Love podcast, this show, right? I need to be on Gaia or Netflix, having my own show, doing live chart readings with people, rhyming and being entertaining. I'm made for television,
Okay. So,
You guys got to write letters for me to the networks.
Okay, so
we want to see Eric Taylor's astrology show on TV.
you get like 30
start a campaign. Okay, you got some new ones on?
Oh.
Set the alarm. Okay, it's already 7.
Mad, yeah.
I'm missing the All-Star game for y'all. Baseball. Danny, tell me what the score is. I know you like baseball probably, Danny. Well, go ahead.
Anyway, Mad Gaming said, "How much do you know about deacons, and can you do a video or a down the road series on it?"
Oh, that's interesting. I know a decent amount. I'm always honest with you guys. I know about the deacons in terms. So I don't know the Sabian symbols, which is like the nakshatras in the Vedic, I believe. But I know all the deacons because it's intervals of like 10 degrees. So 0 to 10, right? 11 to 20, 20 to 29. For in terms of, so like if you're a Cancer 11 degrees, then you're a Cancer Scorpio. So this is why, okay, let me explain this. So this is why when people come to astrology and they just know their sun sign and read the daily horoscopes, that stuff is like poison because people are like, they don't resonate with it. Because if you are like, we'll just say with Virgo, right? So if your Virgo sun in the first house, enchanting is very different from my Virgo sun in the 11th house. Or if someone has a Virgo sun in the 5th house. Because the house flavors the sun sign, right? And then on top of it, you also have the degrees, the deacons, right? So I'm a Virgo, I'm a second deacon. So I'm Virgo Capricorn. My good buddies are early in August, so, late August, so they're Virgo Virgos. If you're born, let's say from the 14th to the 21st, 22nd, then you're the Virgo Taurus deacon. So I could break that down, but I don't know the Sabian symbols in terms of every degree. Like I know, like the Leo sun is like 15 degrees is like the height of Leo. I know like different degrees that are more critical. I know how to break down the 28th and 29th degree of the cusp, or 27th. But like, I just look at it in terms of the numerology. But I don't know the Sabian symbols. I haven't mastered those yet, and I need to like kind of just get them and study them. So it depends. Like you know how I am, right? I tell you guys, if I don't master something, I don't like to do videos on it. Now I could break down the deacons though in terms of explaining how I did, like someone being a Virgo, a Virgo Capricorn, Virgo Taurus, and the differences. I think that would be interesting because people would still learn a lot out of it. You know what I mean? So that might be interesting because it's a big difference, right? If you're a Virgo sun, but you're in the final deacon with Taurus, you're going to be very different from a Virgo. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to go back up a little bit.
Yeah, let's back it up.
Because I didn't get all of them. So
we got anybody else new? We got Simon and Enchanted. I'm so glad you guys are here. Hope you guys return. I'm probably be back Thursday or Friday night. I might have a guest. I'm trying to get Miss Angela Rose, who came on last year, who does goddess yoga now, and she's a human design expert. And I might have her talk about relationships and human design. So that would be a dope episode 70. Trying to get a guest for you guys. But if not, I'll probably rock Friday night with some wine, 9 p.m. Eastern, have some fun.
Okay.
Or drink 50 cents effing vodka with an Izzy.
Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah, so Enchanting said, "Hey fam." Then Danny said, "I've been trying to figure out what to do with myself. Maybe get into writing."
Yeah, well, right now you got freaking Mercury and Leo in the 10th house, and Venus and Cancer in the 9th. You got a story to tell, plus your natal chart. Yeah, you should get into writing, Danny. I already told you that a couple episodes ago. Do you be escuchando me? Escuchen, papi. When I give you guys advice, I give free $1 million jewels to my clients and to people, and even on here. But you got to understand, that's what Virgo is. Virgos are the best personal assistants that anybody could have. I can make someone else a millionaire faster than I can make myself a millionaire. Guarantee it. Because Virgos there's no emotion. We assess a human being, a birth chart, and it's so like, I'm like a surgeon. I assess it and I just give you the real and the truth. You know what I mean? Like there's no emotion. And Virgos assess it to make you better, not to criticize, to break you down. So if you ask a Sagittarius, do I look good in this shirt? They might be blunt and be like, nah, hell no, take that off. A Virgo would be like, that shirt's okay. But maybe if you wear an orange shirt, it might bring out your eyes a little bit. And then just the reflection of your glasses and da-da-da. Or I like you in that forest green shirt, you know, blah, 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 blah. You understand? That's how Virgo breaks it down. They critically, but isn't that true? He's a Virgo rising. It's the same thing.
Well, no, I was making faces.
No, I know. But I'm saying my wife will come to him and to me and be like, does this look good? You like this outfit? He's a fashionista, but that's Taurus and Mercury, and it's the Gemini sun, moon, and the Virgo rising. He's all into style and fashion and look, you know, but he's got a good taste. He knows what looks good. But that's part of the Virgo. Virgos analyze and assess and like computers. Yep, I like that. But we're not going to destroy you and hurt your feelings. We're going to give you the jewels. So yes, Danny, it's time to write, homie. And it's time for you and Irene to connect. One last time, that's all I'm going to say. Irene, stop playing games. You better email me. tailoredtoyoucoaching@gmail.com. And if any of you guys are Cancer sons, my Cancer birth chart sale ends Thursday, the 21st at midnight. Only $135. Solar return or natal birth chart. Full 12-house written report. Hope and Danny will tell you my stuff is on point. And, you know, I do synastry charts. I did that for Hope and her husband, helping them to keep their marriage together, right? I've had successful couples get married. 2 couples have gotten married that I've done synastry charts with. Actually, no, 3 now. 3 couples that I did synastry charts for got married. I ain't trying to brag and boast, but I'm saying. So, you know, I mean, hit me up. Me don't bites. You email me. You can pay me through PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, and it's on and popping. The normal price is $175, so $135 is a steal. And it's a lot of work, and it's worth it to learn about the map of your life. Now, I would prefer you do astrological life coaching, because then we meet over Zoom 60 minutes each week. You can do the 4 weeks or the 5 weeks. 5 weeks is $425. First week, I do your chart live. Then each week, for you to learn how to live and exist in the flow of your birth chart, we break down the degrees, numerology, human design. We do 3 houses at a time. So the first week, break down the whole chart. Second week, houses 1 through 3. Just talking about those 3 houses. Deeper dive. So you learn it to master it. It's 5 weeks, $425, or 4 weeks, $375. Not the first chart reading, but just go right into your house. But I recommend you do the chart reading first. Okay, you can read. I got to go soon, though. I got to eat some dinner and finish watching the All-Star game.
Okay,
You didn't give me an update, Danny. What's the score, man?
Well, I don't know. I have to check. I haven't gone down.
It's okay.
You go down.
I predicted the American League to win 7-5. That was my pick. But I was happy for Clayton Kershaw. And Rachel Robinson, the great Jackie Robinson's wife, is 100 years old today, you guys. That's real Black history, and a giant woman that she stood by her man when he went through all that hate. Jackie Robinson was incredible.
Okay.
And you know, my man that passed away, what's my man that died that played Black Panther?
Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman played Jackie Robinson in 42. He bodied it. Brilliant brother, brilliant actor. Before Black Panther.
Okay. So, Enchanting said, I have Mercury in the first house as well. I promise, thank you. Enchanting is a woman.
Yeah.
And put a bunch of laughing emojis and said, yes, I love emojis.
Enchanting. You're
and
so
then
cute.
Simon said Sun in Cancer, Moon in Virgo, Mercury in Cancer.
Yeah,
and
we already read that.
I already read that. Okay, I've read most of these. Oh, Simon said, I keep dreaming about my childhood, all my memories coming back.
And this is recently? Yeah, because but yeah, with the Leo just hit Mercury, though, it's going to be those dreams. Now you can write about it. Keep the dream book. And I'm going to tell you, I'll just give it to you for free, what I tell my clients. And hopefully you'll become one of my clients. But the real gift to heal and get in that subconscious mind, you need to write letters to your younger self. 3 positive memories, 3 negative memories. I don't know why it works, but it does. I know why, but I've done it. But you have to pick, maybe ages, unless it was a big event, I would start at 8, anywhere from 8 to 18. But 3 happy memories, 3 negative memories. But you have to write a paragraph or 2, or whatever you want to do. But you need to validate the feelings and emotions of the younger Simon. Let younger Simon know that it was okay. Even if you felt scared and dad spanked you, or mom was yelling, or this one did that, or your grandma passed away, whatever it is. But just let young Simon know you're going to get through this and you're going to be okay. And when you do this, it is so healing to your younger self and your younger child. And it's like you're teleporting through time. It's time traveling. You become an astral traveler and time traveler. Your dreams will heighten. When you do the dream book and you wake up each morning and you write it, even if you don't remember your dream, you write down, I didn't remember anything last night. You do that. You start to train your subconscious mind. Then you will start to remember your dreams that can help you for the future, help you for creative ideas, help you heal traumas. It's very powerful stuff. My program is tight. I got an 11-week relationship coaching program. I'm proud of things that I've created because I know it works, because I had to heal. My father, Enchanted and Simon, you might not know me. My father was murdered when I was 6 years old. My mother was shot when I was 7. They told me before I turned 9, or when I was 9, that I would be like totally blind when I was 21 years old. Your boy's been through it. Scorpio rising. But I can totally see. And even I just went to the eye doctor and my vision got a little bit better, but I have an eye disease. So, and you could see it in the chart. Just like in my birth chart, you could see my father's murder. My father was murdered. So astrology is no joke. I can look in your chart and see annual perfections. I can see when each year when my children were born in my chart. I just taught an astrological coffee talk last 2 Sundays ago. I just taught a lesson on secondary progressions. You got to come to coffee talk. $15, you could spend that at Starbucks in a minute. Come hang out with your boy and then meet like-minded people. Meet Hope and Isaac, and Kimberly will be back, and Sandra from Sweden, and this one and that one. Danny's been there. We have a great time. And I'm dropping jewels. And on there, on Zoom, I can say things that I can't say here on YouTube. So we get into it. We talk about everything. But it's fun and it's dope and it's informative. So I hope you guys come August 21st, and that's Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, only $15. Or the next one will be September 17th. I'm going to go to Saturdays in the fall because I am half Cro-Magnon man and I got to watch my football on Sundays to the day I die.
You got to.
I got to.
Anyway.
And I'm trying to get him to watch the games with me. He don't like it, but football is fun, man.
I like going to the games. It's kind of boring on TV.
It's so not.
I'm just saying.
He hasn't played enough football. Because if he played enough, then he would understand why I like to watch it.
I can't play in the summer.
That's not the point. I'm just saying in general. Maybe we'll sign you up for football.
You guys don't understand.
No, but he's going to get back to basketball. He was good at basketball, but then he had a concussion, and that's what got him into acting and being a dope artist. But he was really good at basketball. He outscored a team once by himself. His team beat another team 24 to 12, and he had 14 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. The other dads were looking at me yo, what's up with your son? And they were like, your son is on fire. I was like, I know. I tried to play the humble dad. I was like, I don't know. He's just, I was like, that's my boy. But he was killing it. He was coming down, flap, throwing dope. I used to play point guard, but he was killing him. I was like, that's my baby. But in public, I try to play it real cool. I'm like, I play the humble dad. Because there's no reason. I don't like when those parents get all crazy and yelling and screaming like lunatics. See, I have couth in class. I'm a tailor. My father and mother taught me to always have class. So you'll never see me being unprofessional, and I'll never be unprofessional for you guys when I do your work. I'm always a professional. It's the Capricorn moon. I don't play games. So let's read the last couple comments. I got to go, you guys. I got to watch the end of the All-Star game and eat some dinner. Dinner. Hey, Mom, what's for dinner? Go up your nose and pick a winner.
Hey, Mom.
R.I.P. Bismarck.
Actually, I already
The
had
Bismarck.
Okay, Dad.
What?
I have to read these comments. Okay. So.
Remember Bismarck, Danny? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Danny said, Danny also said earlier, it's just like funny. I used to be a bad boy at one point, too.
Oh, Danny, of course we were. Virgo Sun, Scorpio rising. And I didn't know this when I was a bad boy that I had these placements, but I mean, come on. People don't know, man, about Virgos. That's why I'm saying I need to do that series. I'm going to start that maybe in August, okay? The Secrets of the Sun Signs. And that's what I'm going to title it. You guys better watch and comment, though. Don't leave me out there because ain't nobody comments on my sun sign videos. My feelings get hurt. But I just, they're not in algorithms because, there's like 50,000 astrologers doing sun sign videos. Not too many do the cusp or do Pluto through houses. And so those are like really popular for me. My midheaven series is crazy popular. The rising signs are growing. But you guys watch, comment. But those cusp videos got like 6,000, 7,000 views. It's crazy. But it's nice.
Oh, he would say crazy blue crazy.
Crazy blue crazies. Okay, go ahead. Read the last couple ones. Sorry.
So, it's like I got rid of this thing, so I can't. So, okay. There we go. That's better. I was born on 8/29, same age as Michael Jackson.
Who said that?
Danny.
Who?
Danny.
Oh, yeah. No, I know you and Mike Jacks. Yeah. Mike Jacks was the best, man. And he did not touch them kids. Okay.
Okay. And Irene Mack said, this energy is strange. Danny, go write me some poems.
Yeah, write a poem. But you need to email me. Danny already reached out. You need to email me, Irene. And then we can make this connection. Stop fronting.
Then he can write you poems.
Yeah, of course he's a good writer. Virgo, Sun in the 11th house, Scorpio rising. He's like, come on. I forgot your Mercury, though. Is your Mercury in Virgo too, Danny? Where's your Mercury in Leo? I think your Mercury might be Leo. Okay, is that the last comments?
No.
Okay.
Then Jessica said, I want to get better at guitar. I want to know where in my chart I have music abilities. And then Danny said, okay, Irene, let me see how I do with poetry, LOL. And then Enchanting said, yes, we will see all the intricate details. And then Danny said, LOL. And then Danny said, yes, Eric, stuff is on point. And then Jessica said, I already got the Big Four astrology chart, but I want to know the upcoming events that are happening in my life. And then,
yeah, well, I have new services, we could do annual perfections or secondary progressions, because secondary progressions is really fascinating, guys. It shows you, like right now, I'm a Scorpio sun. I think my chart, I was like Scorpio sun. Oh my God, like everything. Scorpio sun, Sag moon, Scorpio Mercury, Scorpio Venus, Scorpio Jupiter. Like it was ridiculous. But you know what I mean? So that's the secondary progressions. Your chart changes. It's like in the Bible in Genesis, 1 day equals 1 year. So it's really dope. So, I do that service. That's a new service that I have. I put on my website, I updated it so you could see. And then in every description in the videos, I don't have it in this one, but my regular videos, my Black and Blue video that I put up today.
Enchanting's a progressed Libra.
Oh, you're a progressed Libra. Okay, so you're still young. Okay. Yeah, so, but it's, it doesn't mean that your natal chart is invalid, just so you guys know. It's just another way to look at events and themes that can come up in your life. You know what I mean? So the natal chart tells the journey and story of your whole life, but then the progress chart shows the chart at that point of time. We're almost done, you know. So it breaks it down. What was that?
Grim.
So it breaks it down and stuff. So the secondary progression chart is really, really detailed in that sense. It's really good. So, all right. Any last comments?
Yes. Hopes to progress Leo.
Yeah.
Hope said he's so accurate. He told me husband at Coffee Talk, a promotion is coming, and he's been asked to apply for an open position at his job.
Oh yeah, he's about to get the promotion. See, and I did say that. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, and I just did this girl's chart not too long ago. If you guys saw that testimonial video, and I said she might meet a Virgo twin flame this summer, and then she did. I was like, wow. But, it's not me. I don't, I try to, I'm good, but to me, it's God and it's just the astrology. So I can be wrong. You can misremember. The astrology is never wrong. And of course, God's not wrong. Do you know what I mean? So I don't get my head too big or whatever. If I make a prediction and it turns out correct, wow, I'm like, that's awesome. But the energy.
Oh, angry old boss. Oh, you're getting on Rise. We're about to get off.
Oh, we're about to get off. What up, angry old boss? Missed you. Make sure you go back and watch the last live and check out my Black Moon Lilith. Old angry boss, sorry. But yeah, hope you're doing well. We're about to bounce. I'm gonna finish watching the All-Star game and eat some dinner. But go back and watch this. We were talking about the cusp of oscillation, Cancer, Leo cusp, Venus in Cancer, Mercury in Leo, and you can see how that energy is rocking in your charts. But yeah, Simon Enchanted, hit me up. I'd love to work with you. Cancer sales season ends July 21st, and the solar return chart sale ends August 14th. That's Sunday, my boys' birthdays, and I'm gonna have a big sale for the Virgos. Because last Virgo season, I was planning it, and then I was in a coma in the hospital, and it couldn't happen. So I'm going to do a special sale for the Virgos, and I'm going to start in August. Well, I'm getting ready to start the Mercury through the houses and Part of Fortune, because, I want to do Mercury, but everybody voted for Part of Fortune. But right now, I got to deal with North Node, Uranus, and Black Moon Lilith, so I'm busy. But then eventually, I will get to maybe around my birthday, the secrets of the sun sign. I like the ring of that. And that's going to be for you guys. And I'm going to get a little naughty and nasty with it. Give it to you raw. You might not be able to have the kids around when you watch it. But you notice on my channel, right? Just so you guys know, that's what I said. I'm classy and professional, right? I don't curse and I don't judge people that do, but I don't curse in my videos. I try to keep it so kids can listen and learn, because astrology is to be learned by everybody. And so I don't want to, make parents feel like they can't have their kids listen to it. Now you might not want to have your kids listen to my how to love each sign videos, or the cusp videos for love, romance, and sex, love, relationships, and sex. But everything else, but even those, I still keep it classy. But there are innuendos, you know what I mean? So this was fun. I'm going to try to come back Thursday or Friday. Hopefully I have a guest. If not, I'll be rocking. The truth will be here, and we'll have fun. So God bless you guys. Thank you. You do mean the world to me. I appreciate it. And this is fun. Deuces. The truth says goodbye, right?
Yep, bye-bye.
I know. I saw you waving. He's going to do his thing tomorrow. He's got his commercial. So, I'm very proud. He's going to do a great job. He's got to go look at his lines again to make sure he's tizzy tight. Practice makes perfect. And what did I say? Repetition is the key to ownership. He knows that. That's what I teach him. That's how you got to craft as an actor. Acting is listening, escuchen. You notice that's how I can recall your placements and stuff, because I really listen. I care. I swear I care. All right, I'm out. Episode 69, Knowledge is Love. Peace. God bless you. Have a blessed, safe rest of the week. We'll probably talk Friday.
Bye, guys.
Later.